Hello everybody, it's Lynn. Flosstube. Don't know. Anyway, I'll put it in the description box like I normally do. So, since last time, what have I been doing? I did say I was going to finish September Quaker, and I did. There it is. September Quaker, all finished. So I'm pleased how that's turned out. It was a lovely stitch, and I don't know whether to do the March one now because that's my husband's birth month. This one's mine. So I have thought about it, but a nice project to do for somebody's as a birthday sampler for anybody, just an idea. So the other one that I finished, and I think I did this one. Did I do this one first? No, I did the September Quaker first. I have finished Mary Amelia's Bird, and I love how this has turned out. And I love this fabric that it's on, which is Fox and Rabbit 32 count Duxbury. And I've not put the I've not done the writing at the bottom because I'm wanting to put it in a clock if I find one, you know, like the original one. So yeah, we're done. Oh, and I love it. I love the colours. I love how it looks on this fabric. It's absolutely gorgeous. So that's my two finishes. Not completely finished because I have lots of stitching that's not framed. I stitch it and then it gets put in a box and left, and I've lots that I ought to get round to framing. So when I finished that, what I did was I got my Honeysuckle Manor out, and because I have a lot of stitching that I've started and not and I've put to one side because I've started some other things like those two. And this is Honeysuckle Manor, and Lavina, is it? Jocelyn, 1856. That's it. So that's as far as I've got with that. I did, what I have done is I've joined it up along the bottom to this other end, came down here. I've stitched a few little motifs on it, and I just, you know, for a different colour change. And then I've stitched along there, and it was one stitch out. So it's just one stitch at this side, longer than that stitch. But I'll have to remember when I start coming down with the other things and just marry it up. But it should work out okay. But I love that Honeysuckle Manor. That's that one. Yeah. It's gorgeous. It is. Right, that's that. So that's all my stitching. I have managed, let's just put that there. I did manage, after my last video, a lovely friend contacted me and said, because she told me she couldn't leave a message underneath my Flosstube video, which If anybody's listening from Flosstube land, can you please look into this? I don't know why people can't leave messages. I have contacted somebody and I've not heard anything back, so whether I've sent it to the wrong place, I'm not quite sure. But anyway, this lady contacted me and told me where I could buy the dinky dies and that I wanted for stitching Christmas Eve, and it's cranberry cocktail, and I managed to get hold of one and I love the colour. It's showing up really nice on camera. It's silk, is this. It is a silk thread, and I've never used silk thread before, so we'll see how we go on. So that's no, what you're talking about. It's not for Christmas Eve. You see, my head's a shed today. Where did that come from? And I can't edit, so it is what it is, so you just have to skip over it. Red work pairs, that's what it's for. They are gonna look gorgeous in that. So I need some fabric for that. I'm not quite sure what fabric to use. Don't know whether to use some of this. Don't know though, because it's got purple hues in that. I don't think so. And how much of this have I got left? Got a little bit. I suppose I could use the Duxbury. Now, it would look lovely on that. But I don't know whether I want all those splodges, if you know what I mean. I might save that for something else. So it's a case of looking in my stash, I think, and finding what I've got. So yes, I've managed to get hold of that silk, so I'm really chuffed about that. And I don't think these are going to take long to stitch up anyway. So that's that one. Let me just put things away as I'm doing it, otherwise you have a big mess when you come to the end of filming, don't you? You lovely people that film. And this pattern is on loan from a lovely friend, which I need to get round to either stitching it or sending it back, I think. So I think we'll have a go at stitching that before I start doing Christmas Eve. These pairs shouldn't take long to stitch, I don't think. But the way I stitch, because I'm a slow stitcher, and I've not stitched since I've come back home from shutting the caravan down. We're closed up now for winter. So that's it. We're home. So you may see more of me. Who knows? I don't know. So yes, we'll get on to Christmas Eve now. Right, Christmas Eve. I did pull all the threads I didn't have. I actually sent for, and now they've all arrived. They came while I were away, and I can make a start on this one. Christmas Eve, and it's Cottage Garden Samplings, A Time for All Seasons, Series 12. That's what it is, that pattern, if anybody wanted to know. So that's stitching that's coming up, and sorry for the rustling, but it is what it is. Stitching coming up, that's that, and red work pairs. Now I do have quite a lot of stash to show you. While I was away, I managed to purchase this from WH Smith's. This is in a bookshop in England. Well, it sells stationery and toys and things like that, but it does sell a lot of papers and things, magazines. And I did manage to get hold of this. I just walking one through there one day, and I said, oh, can I just have a look here? And I managed to get one. They had a couple of copies, and I thought, oh, that's brilliant. It saved me having to pay postage. So there's the one. That's it. Christmas Eve. And I do like, let me find it for you, this one. It's called Deck the Halls by Saving Grace by Needle Arts, and it's the car, the black car with the wreath. I thought that was lovely. So I have written all the floss numbers down to see how many I have in my stash, and then I probably stitch that as well. If I haven't got them all, I'll have to send for some. Now, in the back, does it actually show you what's in this magazine? Probably not, because there's too many things in it. Because that's what they normally do, don't they? They give you a preview. Now, I can't go through all this magazine. It'd take too long. And a lot of it is patterns anyway. So I can't do a flip through of this for you, sorry, because I know some people have asked me to do a flip through of just cross stitch, the latest magazine that's come out. So it's more or less what you see on the front cover that's inside. So I'll hold it up if you've not seen this copy. And then the other one that I did send for is this one, just cross stitch. Is December's. Now, one of my lovely friends, Flosstube friends, has asked me if I'll do a flip through of this magazine. Well, it would take too long, as I say. So what I will do is I'll show you the back page, because these are all the projects that are actually in this magazine. So they are, if you zoom in, and you can actually see them all. So I'll hold it there, and then you can still it and zoom in, and you'll be able to see what's in this particular magazine. Now, there's a few in here that I do like. The first one that's in here I do really like, and this is lots of different stitches. It's not just cross stitch, isn't this one, I don't think, or it's the way you actually do the crosses. It's The Beauty of Change, it's called. Autumn reminds us to embrace the beauty of change, and I love that. That's gorgeous. One of the other pieces that I like page 54. It's the snowflake. This is absolutely gorgeous, is that? Elegant snowflake. Look at that. That would be lovely on blue fabric. Really would. And there's lots of different stitches in that as well. It's gorgeous. So I hope that's helped my lovely viewers that watch me. I have had, I did order this before I went away, I think, and it was released on the 4th of November, and I think this arrived on the 6th of November, and it's next year's Needlework Press Book of Days, and it's just lovely. I enjoyed doing the last one. I've not kept up to every day because when I'm stitching the same thing, I just put a line that I'm stitching unless something's happened or something's arrived or I've bought something, and that's the back. So I got into to this last year, found out where I can buy them from, and pleased about that. When I did come home, I did come home to the last one in the A Year in the Woods by Cottage Garden Samplings, and this is the reindeer. Now I do like him. Out of the 12, I think there's about 3 I actually like. The rest of them I'm not fond of, but I think he's gorgeous. And then I did see on Facebook that Hazel had been doing her Christmas notions, and one of my lovely friends I know, she'd ordered some, and I saw them and I thought, oh, they're gorgeous. So I did ask if she had any left of this particular design, and she said she had a couple. So thank you, Hazel, for doing this for me. I love them. And Hazel is Pretty Little Thread Keeps on Facebook, and that's my needle minder. I love him, he's gorgeous. And then I've got a floss ring with a reindeer chap. He's gorgeous. This is a scissors keep, I think. This one. The scissors keep with the reindeer chap. And then thread drops, and I think there's 10 and they're all different, but they're the Santas. Last year I think I got Nutcracker. It was a Nutcracker needle minder and a thread keep, but these are gorgeous, they're lovely. So, and what Hazel does is she puts a little circle on the back so that you can write what it is or the number of the floss that you're using. So they're gorgeous, are those. So thank you, Hazel, for that. And the other thing that I ordered a long time ago, and it was released while I was away, and I thought, oh, I'll come home to that, and it wasn't there. Waited a week, still not there. So I did contact them, and this was Cool Crafting, and I did contact Sarah and say, I've not received my new book 4. So she said she'd pop another one in the post, which came within 2 days of me contacting her. And if this is the original one, well, it's turned up, but I've not had another arrive. And this is book 4. Luna Lappin and Friends, A Year of Making. Sound Patterns and Stories, of our Heirloom Dolls by Sarah Peel. And this is book 4. Now the new character is the little pig. I think she's gorgeous. Now, that's her. She's beautiful. I have ordered the Christmas surprise, so I don't know what the character will be in that. Let me see if I can. And it's a signed copy to me. If you buy them from Cool Crafting, when they're released, you do get signed copies. I think I've got 2 signed copies now. Let me see if I can find her. Found everybody, but here we are. Hollyhocks. Luna Lappin and the Hollyhocks. Now, what is her name though? Is that what she's called? Don't know. Let's look in the back, the pattern. Don't know. Dora, I think she's called Dora. She's Dora. I like hollyhocks though. Yeah, she's called Dora. She's gorgeous. So that's the new character in the new book from Cool Crafting. And we also had a little extra sent to us. And in this envelope are some lovely embroidered little motifs of different friends for us to stitch either on the clothes or on the character. They're lovely. That one says small stitches, big hearts. That one says stressed seam, stitched with Luna Love. I thought that's gorgeous, that one. So they're all different, and we've got a collection of those in there. So that was just a little thank you, I think, for ordering the book from Cool Crafting and Sarah. So thank you, Sarah, at Cool Crafting. So I think that's me. I think I don't have anything else to catch up on. I think that's all. My stitching, my queen that I knitted, I showed you last time, that has gone to live with a lovely lady now. I knitted that for when she came over to visit us a fortnight ago now, and they've gone back home. So it was lovely to meet up and see them. We'd not seen them for 3 years, and they came and they stayed with us for 3 days at the caravan, and it was just lovely. I don't think I have anything else other than that. Looking forwards to Christmas, like everybody. Trying to keep warm and just keep crafting. I did make, if you watch my video before this, I did make an album for my brother's wedding, which was last Saturday, and I uploaded that after they'd seen it. So they have that, and the video's up if you're interested in seeing the album that I made for their wedding. they were over the moon with it. They really, really did like it. So I was pleased about that. I did want to do 2 signatures, but I only had time for 1. So it is big enough though. They'll get quite a few photographs in it and lovely memories. So yeah, I'm going to end on that note. So we'll see you next time. Keep stitching. I will see you later. Bye for now. Bye.